Imagine waking up in the morning, getting ready for school or work, and stepping outside into complete darkness. Not just for a few days, but for months. Now imagine the complete opposite. Walking outside at midnight and seeing the sun shining brightly. As strange as this sounds, this is everyday life for the people at Utqiagvik, Alaska, the northernmost city in the United States. Here we can see that this town didn't see sunlight for 66 days. Understanding why this happens requires looking at geography and the way our planet moves. The first major reason why the city experiences months of darkness is the tilt of the Earth. According to NASA's Earth Tilt and Seasons article, the Earth is tilted about 23.5 degrees as it orbits the Sun, and this tilt is what creates the seasons and changes how sunlight reaches different parts of the world. So we can see this is where Alaska is. So because Alaska sits so far up north on the Arctic Circle, this still has dramatic effects. During the winter, the northern hemisphere tilts away from the sun, as we saw in the last slide, in most places. This simply means shorter days, but in Utqiagvik, the sun stays completely below the horizon for more than 60 days, creating what's known as the polar night. In the summer, the opposite happens. The northern hemisphere tilts towards the sun. In Utqiagvik experiences the midnight sun, where daylight lasts for more than 2 months straight. So this is the midnight sun, this is the polar night. These extreme patterns of light and darkness don't just affect the sky, they affect the people who live there. Sunlight plays a major role in regulating the body's internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm. This internal clock helps control sleep, energy levels, and mood. So when sunlight disappears for long periods of time, that rhythm can become disrupted. Some people may feel more tired, less focused, or out of sync with their usual routines. One of the most significant effects of is the increased risk of seasonal affective disorder or seasonal depression. The National Institute of Mental Health explains that seasonal depression is a form of depression linked to seasonal changes, and specifically during fall and winter where sunlight becomes limited. Without regular sunlight, the brain produces less serotonin, a chemical that helps regulate mood, and more melatonin, which makes people feel sleepy. This combination can make daily life feel heavier and more challenging. Researchers have also studied how these long periods of darkness specifically affect people living in Alaska. The article, Alaska Darkness and Depression, Exploring the Link from Neurolange, discusses how the extreme lack of sunlight in northern regions can intensify symptoms of depression, fatigue, and low motivation. Many residents use strategies like light therapy lamps, staying active, and spending time outdoors during the limited daylight hours to help manage these effects. Despite the challenges, the people at Utqiagvik have adapted in remarkable ways. Schools, workplaces, and community events continue throughout the long winter darkness. Residents rely on routines, cultural traditions, and strong community connections to stay grounded. And when the sun finally rises again in late January, it becomes a moment of celebration. This is a reminder of the resilience of people who call this place home. In conclusion, Utqiagvik's month of darkness and the result of Earth's tilt and Alaska's extreme northern locations, these unique conditions shape not only the environment, but also the daily lives and mental well-being of the people who live there. By understanding the science behind these patterns and the human experience of living throughout these, we gain a deeper appreciation for how something as simple as sunlight can influence our mood, our routines, and our overall health. Thank you.